If you're not outsourcing to the Philippines using Upwork virtual assistants so you can delegate your task and get more done within each day, you tripping. You need to hop on it. Ever since that I stopped trying to edit my own podcast interviews and outsource that over to some virtual assistants out of the Philippines, oh man, I've been making so much progress. Champion Influencer Podcast is on its way. I just published episode 7. I just sent over episode 8 and 9 today to be edited from my 2 digital audio podcast editors. And what they're able to do is complete the entire editing process. And so when I get it back, it's just all about the marketing. And I go more in detail here, but I thought I'd give a more energetic video than what I just gave. That way, I don't put you to sleep by explaining how the whole hiring process goes. And so here's boring. What's up, everyone? I really want to share with you some of the progress that I'm making with this podcast, Champion Influencer Podcast, baby. What I've been able to do is really get out there and share a lot of content from the interviews that I've been able to do. And so I want to share with you how I've been doing this editing and whatnot on using freelancers out of the Philippines. And it's super simple. I mean, you gotta hop on. And so what I'll do is I'll go in here once I find the guy I'm working with, John, and he's out of the Philippines, and I just pretty much let him know, see, $12 is the amount, one time off, and I write this is the first time guy that I'm working with. So what I'll do is I'll write a very detailed description of what I want. And this is after we've had a time to Skype earlier today. And so this is like second tier of instructions and directions that he's getting. And then I'll attach all of the files that I'm using to really bring together and make the podcast interview what it is. And so you'll see you have the main intro, the guest intro, the main interview, and then you have the guest outro and main podcast outro. And so from here, what I'll do is just, bam, right there, click on it and hire. It's that easy. And this is all from, the notes that I've been taking. I'm able to produce this content, make the intros. And from there, it's just sending out the content from sending out the files from the podcast interview and waiting to get them back. And they normally send them back within less than 24 hours. And bam, all I have to do is upload it to the website and on to the next one. I have about 4 or so podcast interviews still waiting to be edited. And so I'm ahead of the game now, baby. Oh man, outsourcing to the Philippines and using Upwork has been, excuse me, I almost get emotional. No, I'm just kidding. But it's been super helpful. Highly recommended.